Semen retention will give energy to your worst side. I believe we all humans have a dark side. Whether it is anxiety, pride, fear, addiction, depression, etc., we all have something to face. Especially if you are a man. No man gets away with not facing himself. It is your only way to live. Your ancestors probably did retain more semen. We can argue that they lived in an age of less stimulation and manipulation, and they saw less advertisement and therefore ejaculated less because of it. This makes sense because to masturbate, they basically only had the woods to watch. Having actual sex would probably lead to pregnancy. That's why throughout history women only started having sex at marriage. It was all they had. Today they can get a job and birth control pills, so sex is easier to have now. Our ancestors in general ejaculated less, but it does not mean they had taken their energies to their greatest potential. They hadn't even started. They were too busy surviving. Even if they had the time to work on it, they would most likely have to face our same process, feeling depression and apathy due to too much free time and a lack of higher purpose. So this concept of a higher purpose is relatively new. We have now the time to question what is truly important in our lives. And it was evolutionary, necessary that we broke ourselves and wasted all our semen. Each man had to go through this. This is new. This era is new and is happening only now. We are the first men testing it. So, the fact that our ancestors ejaculated less does not mean they didn't have demons. They were there. But it was just a different time to live in. It is now that we have to face our demons once and for all. With demons I mean our dark side, our pain, which has been waiting forever. It will come to us when we retain semen and our energy increases. Depleting yourself of energy would only take away the possibility of growth, of anything to exist, both pleasure and pain. So that is no longer an option. At some point, you will find that as much as you love the benefits, the slightest mistake, simply an unpredicted odd situation, could trigger a whole reaction in you where you suddenly find yourself experiencing your worst side. We all have one and know how it feels like. Its basis is a real emotionally, negatively charged energy. I say it is fundamentally emotional because it only came to us when we started retaining semen. It may have existed in the past, but at retention you face its most complete, powerful form. You may even want to release, just to not suffer. So when you are there, when everything goes badly, and your dopamine is there but not working properly, when you fear interactions, when you fuck up, or you simply get nervous, anxious, or mad, frustrated. When this happens, this is now where you should build your work table. This is your new home. This is the new you. Avoid looking for comfort. It doesn't matter if sometimes you are happy and everybody loves you. You have this inside of you now, your worst side. Some people are so unlucky they get famous and rich from an early age and it essentially kills their possibilities to grow. They never face themselves. We are lucky enough this is not our case. Build your house there, in the pure pain of your incoherent mind, in the things that do not make sense because they don't have a reason to exist, in hell. That you retain semen does not mean you are all benefits. The energy feeds your most positive side as much as your negative. So see the nonsensical moments of pure negativity when they happen, this pain, this anxiety or whatever it is for you, and push it as hard as you can. I don't mean running away from it to an easier scenario where you feel comfortable and supported. I mean building a bridge between these two worlds. I mean being loyal to who you are and what you stand for, even when you're down. There is no need to have an ego preventing you from facing your worst sides. It doesn't matter if others understand or do not understand. It is not a matter if you are being appreciated for who you really are, like a good mother would do to you. It is a matter of you being genuine. Once you are safe later, for whatever reason, once you are an alpha happy, lovely ideal guy with your friends or at any other time, you do feel safe, you'll be stronger because of having worked with your worst side. Being genuine may not seem as apparently perfect and not have been so meticulously designed to please others, but at least it is not fake. People live like they have no defects. Everybody pretends. Anybody saying something out of their ordinary is taboo. Anybody talking about what it really feels to be human, what we all feel like, is a weirdo. We have enough with our own unfaced dark side. They say, pretend that yours doesn't exist. I don't want to see it. And so nobody faces reality. The concept of humanity is a lie. There is nothing between us. So anyway, what I wanted to say is that facing this two parts of you and knowing them deeply will shutter your ego and also make the bright days even brighter. You won't fall down when pushed.